Let's roll. Listen, I think I have the right of way. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I had the right of way. We are going live. We're going to take right turns only. Right. Are we going right? We're going right. That's right. Hallelujah. Hello. How you doing? So I need some Medea therapy. I don't know about you, but I need some Medea therapy. Whoo-wee! What a day. What a day. I'm not used to people standing in the road. Let's see here. So TNS, what does TNS stand for? So here's what happened. I was walking out through the lobby, and there's a TV there. This sometimes the only way I find out about stuff, like when the Notre Dame thing happened. But I see a name that, it's long. It's a long name. The initials are AOC. AOC. Famous initials at this point. Or maybe I should say notorious initials. All right, so I see this name and I'm just like, psh, psh, psh. Good guy. They're both good guys, but you know. The security, good old guy, good old boy. He's kind of southern. He's fun personality and all that. Probably about 40. Probably about 45, if I had to guess. About 45. Well, gosh, he could be 50. I don't know. He's all salt and pepper, but I try and get benefit of the doubt, So I'm walking by and I said, "You got a threat to national security in there." He's like, "Oh, there's all kinds of." He's kind of like just shooting the breeze, and I was like, I saw Alexandria something or other on TV. He's like, "Oh my gosh!" It was just one of those like moments. It's just the words came to me, real fast. Like I was like, "Man, that went smooth. That was way better than how's the weather." But it's just nice. It's nice to be able to just talk about what is evident sometimes. Well, the weather's pretty evident, so I don't know. I don't know. Well, tell you what. With prayer, with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. Not with prayer, all things are possible, but with God. And so I got notification from the rental situation that they want. They're not willing to do $750. They're not willing to do $775. They want the $800. So what happened was the maintenance dude that is doing all of the work, all of the cleaning, all of the preparing of the unit knows the owner of the place that we were going to potentially rent, knows him personally, and was under the impression that because 6 or 7 days ago, right, within a week, the previous tenants whom got evicted, were being charged $775. So he made the logical assumption that if he had found a family such as mine, husband, wife, and children, upstanding citizens, so on and so on, that it would be completely reasonable and rational to expect even that the owner would go, hold that same rate for a good family, and maybe even less. He said, "Listen, I like you guys, and I'm going to tell him that he really needs to have you. So I'm going to see if we can get this thing down to 750." Real nice guy. Real nice guy. And not just wishful thinking, but has been doing this for years. Has known this guy for many years. So it's not like. Anyway, this is the setup. And we'll let it fall down. So I get a voicemail from him because I'm working, and find out that the realty agency wanted to post it at 850, but that he was going for 800, not a penny less, even though 7 days earlier it was definitely 775. All right. Well, I hope I'm still live. Hopefully we're all good. Are we all good? It says live. As long as I still have my audio and everything, that's so funny. The mic is actually hidden. You almost wouldn't know just because of the steering wheel. That's kind of funny. I really wish So I worked too long today to make it to Pep Boys. To make them fix the problem. Good. So that's going to have to wait until tomorrow, where I'm going to go in and say, "Listen, fix my stuff that you messed up." So yeah, he's like, and I'm sorry, man. Sorry. It's sad, he's like, "I really hope that wasn't the make it or break it for you." And it wasn't necessarily. But this is what we'll do then. We'll just do this. How about that? We'll just do this, and I'll have to figure out. Yeah, it was probably better for a second when I unplugged. You can probably hear me just fine now. So it shouldn't be bad now because there's no mic plugged in, and I'll have to figure out what in the world, how to make this thing work. No audio. It's the phone call. Freaking phone call. Supposedly I'm live. All right. So I started seeing comments that the audio was better. It's just your comments. I see your comments so far behind time. It's just, it gets really, really hard to know what you're answering. So it's all good. I really do not like not having my cruise control. That's all I'm going to talk about until it gets fixed. Just kidding. So yeah, I have a little conversation with a potential employer this evening, hopefully. I don't have confirmation. So it's a two-man business. I believe I mentioned it this morning, actually, but if the audio was messed up, then interesting. Interesting. Because I know I talked about it this morning. Get a refund on my mic. I don't know if it's the mic's fault or the splitter's fault. It's my second splitter, and this is the Belkin recommended splitter for charging. The mic could be garbage. It's a Paladou, Paladou, Paladou. Sorry, extra medium. How are you? Is there what? Is there somebody here named Extra Medium? Oh, that was an answer to the question. I got you. So I might have talked about this morning, but if you didn't hear me, then whatever. So I basically have an interview coming up soon, possibly this evening. And what this job opportunity would allow me to do is work remotely, anywhere, with internet. How about that? How about that? So, that is going to be a major determining factor on what my family's next steps are. The answer flew over my head. Okay. No comprende. So, I have been not necessarily begging God, but asking Him a lot for years and years that an opportunity would come my way that allowed for complete mobility, whether it be RV living or being able to move around, so on and so on. And that is what is potentially on the horizon. And if that is the case, we're gonna pack up and roll. Pack up and roll. So yes, please, I definitely would be thankful for any help. So a couple of updates. I pray about these things, and I like to share the blessings. I don't know if you caught the news that over the weekend, my alternator died, and it was time sensitive. It needed fixed immediately because I had to get to work on Monday, so on and so on. Single vehicle, you get the point. Aloha. I didn't read the first part of your messages, the second, and then I saw the aloha. So my alternator died, got fixed, and it was a hefty bill. And I guess I did a praise report on it already, but just by the hand of God, through one of the bears, the entire bill was paid, which was really overwhelming. I think I said it then. I think it was one of my early morning, like 3:30 stream. Pretty sure. And it's a major blessing. So the other things coming up is a move. Almost. It could happen at the end of this month. There's a small chance it would happen at the end of July. Actually, not small. It's like 50-50. It could happen at the end of June. It could happen at the end of July. I think it's like a 50-50 situation. Let's see. Thinking. I just had an eye exam, and to replace my lenses, they will charge $365, which is fascinating because of brand notoriety. So the Crizal, what's the Progencia, I think is what they call it, or Provencia. Crizal Provencia is the coating that makes up half of that cost. What's built into their cost, now that's a discounted amount. Prior, I spent $700 one time on replacement lenses, because I guess I'm a moron, but I know that they're expensive. It's the whole thing when you don't have insurance, you don't have a nice insurance plan. I have Medicaid, but you know, they'll give me I guess 2 pieces of plastic strapped between some pieces of metal. Obviously, I'm doing a little hyperbole with that, but you get the point. But anyway, that's that. One of the things. And then the move. And, yeah. It's all very interesting. Lots and lots of thought. But I actually want to get back to the main topic and not get too distracted about my life events and stressors and all that. I try to share these things for the purpose of saying that God is good all the time, even when the things around us aren't good, or our circumstances. God is always good, and He's faithful. And I'm very thankful. And the next few years are going to be very interesting. I have a feeling that as we move into a clearer vision of Farmunity, and it becomes more tangible, it's gonna start to get very interesting. Owns over 500 acres. Michigan. Wow. Why wouldn't they let you use it? Hey, I want to cultivate your land. I mean, yeah, Jonathan, I appreciate that. It's fine. Just email me. DEVINJUMP@gmail.com. It's my name, DevinJump@gmail.com. DEVIN, just to be clear, DEVINJUMP@gmail.com. There's a beautiful billboard here in Florida. It's like 2 souls, 2 bodies, 2 hearts, 1 love, something or other. It's about, mothers keeping their babies. I love that. Life to the max. Have you heard of Zenni? Yes. So Zenni Optical. I've got my PD. It's 62. Which I thought was weird. It didn't sound familiar. I was like, has my pupillary distance changed? But yeah. I bought a backup pair of glasses on Zenni Optical, which is what I will do again. My prescription didn't change that much. So I bought a pair from Zenni with all the everything. Just I maxed it out to the max, and I think it was $57 or $59. It might have been $75. But I got all the options, nice frames, pretty nice frames, and that's what glasses should cost. There is there's a certain level of craftsmanship difference, but they're still good, especially as a backup. So these right here, you're driving with no hands. It's all fine. It's fine. It's all good. These are the titanium silhouettes, and I bought them when I was making good money for stupid amount. Stupid expensive, even with insurance. I had good insurance. For instance, the insurance took off $1,100, and they were still stupid expensive. But yeah, what's stupid about that is that you could get, for like $75, you can get glasses, or you can be a functional retard and spend $700 for a pair of glasses. So I don't know. I'm keeping the frames, but my prescription hasn't changed too much. But I wanted an eye exam just to see, because it's been 2.5 years, and the tortuous veins. She's like, and you don't have any history of high blood pressure? Like, no. I think I've been told before about the tortuous veins thing, and I think I've been asked that before, but it's not at the forefront of my memory that was a question. So now I'm like thinking, do I need to, like, I don't really trust those grocery store. I mean, they're okay. They'll get close. I don't trust it for like a really accurate blood pressure reading. But I don't know. I've had my blood pressure tested within the last 5 years. And there's moments when I guess I probably have, my blood pressure probably fluctuates. And it's not related to health that much. For me, it would be related to circumstances and what's going on in my cranium. What's going on? Well, those are fancy flexible specs. Yeah. Yeah, they are. And when I was 24 years old and getting glasses for the first time, and then when I saw what I was supposed to be seeing my whole life, I was just like, how did I survive without glasses all these years? I was driving and just ridiculous all through school and everything, all without glasses. College, grad school, no glasses. Well, I'll take that back. I think I started wearing glasses. Yeah, I started wearing glasses halfway through grad school. That's what it was. And then I was like, oh wow, now I can really learn. I was like a really good. But anyway, TNS stands for Threat to National Security. And that is what I think should be our code. Just like TDS is Trump Derangement Syndrome, TNS is Threat to National Security. Now, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, hey, I bet there's probably already code for Threat to National Security. I bet, like, the NSA or somebody already has code for that. This is a TNS situation, but they wouldn't say TNS. Probably like, hey, this is a coned penguin. How did you know about that code, coned penguin? Well, guys, I said I'm not a spy. So, for those of you that have no idea what coned penguin means, it's just a joke. And for those of you that know what it means, guys, it's just a joke. I'm not a spy. The more this guy says he's not a spy, the more I believe him. I love that stuff. That's like, you cannot be kidding me. You're right. Exactly. I thought it was, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, but you can't be kidding me. Dude, you cannot be kidding me. Nope. But I enjoy it. So, you cannot be kidding me. Well, guys, that's disappointing. Here's my theory. But if this theory is correct, then I'm really angry at the world of electronics engineering. So, my microphone. You said it was making cracking and popping sounds. And I just think to myself, and just get over here. I just think to myself, is that because... See, it's Belkin. Is that because electricity and audio? Because what is supposed to be the case is there's supposed to be twisted wire, shielded, that delivers separate information. One for data, being the audio, and one for power, being the charging. They're supposed to be separate, like, and not. That's stupid, obviously. So, with a somewhat of an IT background, obviously what I would do is I would unplug, I would run it, unplug the power, check the audio, and then plug the power back in, check the audio. And that would obviously, it's a process of elimination. Anyway. Just ignore anything about coned penguins. Coned penguins, not even a thing. That doesn't even sound like a thing. It's not a thing. So don't even worry about it. How long y'all gonna let Larry King and Bigby Lupo flash on the screen? Like, their names just rotating on the bottom of the screen there. Just a rotating. Just saying. We hadn't seen the toe. I got that one opportunity to test it out. I just don't understand how it works. The server side and I don't know. But I thought it was a funny thing to do. Then we need a change up. What's a change up? Hello, Bear Arms. What is a change up? I'm feeling a little autisty. A change up on what? Confused. Need a change up. I was talking about the audio. I was talking about. Well, anyway, it might not happen, which I will take as, I don't like using the word sign, take it as a sign, but I'll take it as God directing our paths. Does that make more sense, maybe? Gonna add some more when I get a chance. Right now I'm listening to and fighting with the Ethereum people to get my currency I paid for. Ethereum is I used Fox something or other. It's a little Fox symbol, and it's in my browser, and I think I lost my password. It wasn't a lot, but it was Ethereum. I think I bought a 10th when it was stupid high. So I know I have a 10th to my name, but I haven't really gone to great lengths to try to log in. It's just sitting there. So, but I still have my cryptocurrency stuff. I haven't touched it. I check out what the balance is every now and then. I'm waiting for Doge. I want Doge to go up to everything will be fine. If Doge goes to I don't know, $20, I'll hook you all up. Seriously. Just saying. Good old Doge. The Doge. I don't even know. Oh yeah, so I've got a little XRP, a little Doge, and a little what was the other one? XRP, Doge, and Ethereum. And now Litecoin, because one of the bears gave me some the connection's always spotty. One of the bears gave me some Litecoin, so I've got that too. Yeah, isn't that funny? Being in Hawaii, I was like, wait, work? But yeah, Greta is a legendary person. A book could be written about Greta's life. A book could be written about most of our lives. And the truth be told, it already is. Especially when you think about the book of life for those of us that have our names within. Know what I mean? All right, I'm going to go. Everybody, MetaMask. That's the one. Dude, Bigby Lupo knows like everything. But yeah, that's it. So how do or what are ways do you draw closer to God? Acknowledging who He is, that He is sovereign, and praying for. What would Jesus do? I mean, it's what Jesus did that's more important. But you acknowledge who He is, know who He is, His sovereignty, thank Him for who He is, and obey Him. How do you obey Him? You read His Word and act accordingly. It would be boring. It wouldn't be boring. Thank you. I appreciate the prayers. Good stuff. Good stuff around the corner. You know why? Because God is good. That's why. Not because something awesome is going to happen in my life, but because God is good. So, all right. Good night, and I'll see you guys.